Now this game is great. It's the it's the Irish fantasy. It rains all the time, but you get to create homes. You get to build homes in this. It's incredible. You'll see. You'll all see. Let's switch over. Will it work? Does it? Yeah. Looks like it works. Hello. This is Against the Storm. Well, this might end up on YouTube, by the way, because I don't have anything better to do, and also I can video edit with one hand because I'm not professional enough to be using all the keyboard shortcuts. All right, I know a little bit of... Now I can't make fun of people who don't use keyboard shortcuts anymore because I can't either. Honda's like homes built all the time in Ireland. You just get to look at them. That's right. They're I mean not luxury homes, right? I don't mean luxury homes that you see get built and then like get sold before anyone even lives in them. I'm saying actual houses. It's great. You'll see. So, okay. Let's say hi YouTube just in case I put this up. This is Against the Storm. I just said it, but published by Hooded Horse. Thanks for the key. Developed by Aramite Games, a Poland-based developer, I think. Or at least it said the development for this game started in Poland. I'm going to be using a pillow for my broken wrist hand, and then we're just going to... Yeah, going to get comfortable. We're going to play. Hopefully I just have to use... my mouse for most of the game. I've been playing it on my TV with the Steam controller for like 8 hours. It is great. We won't have to look at the tutorial. I can explain everything. I can explain everything. But yeah, game's super fun. Like it's genuinely, and like it's early access, but there's so much good like UI stuff. There's so much good like for yo Vexer, thanks for the resub. Holy crap, 28 months top. Thank you. But yeah, this game has like if you like city builders and you know what to look for, this game has so much already thought out, right? It takes out a lot of the difficulty of city builders. Like if you don't have experience with these games either, this game will actually make it easier for you to get into them, in my opinion. Let's get into this. And I'll explain a little bit, but basically, there's an evil storm. No more questions. Oh, you can zoom out here. Cool. Yeah, normally I guess you use WASD. I'm using my right hand for this. It feels wrong. This is not the city of this is the encampment of It sounds like a Monty Python. This is the encampment me and Lee succeeded. I wonder if you can look at it. No, you can't. That could be a cool option for the future. Honda's become a troll since Will last streamed. Honda was always like this. Just, you know, it was a bit more under the hood. Anyway. Sips tea. Thanks, Vexer, for the welcome back, by the way. Yeah, it's been a long time. Hi. Now, by the way, I've got 2 screws in there now, which means technically I could have a couple of screws loose. Literally. It's a way to be. You blame it on Sword. Honda struck an accord while you were gone. Okay, I like that. Okay, that's got me good. All right, we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of the game. Can I use? Oh, maybe I can use. Okay, fine. I want to use my directional keys to do stuff, but you can't. That's fine. Why could I use WASD before and not now? Doesn't matter. Let me just. How do I explain this? This is just where you... So this is just the meta progression hub of the game. We're going to look at this quickly, but you have little deeds, which are basically achievements that you can do. Let's say if you win 3 games, you get XP. You get some progression. You get some meta progression again with experience points for your whole... I don't know where you can see that, actually. for your whole account. I did mention it's a city builder. And this will make sense to you in a second, but it's basically like a board game campaign, I guess. We are going to upgrade a few things. I've got some food stockpiles here, which lets you... There's a big upgrade tree, right? Which makes it easier and easier to play the game. Think of this like Hades' tree, where like after every run, you get permanent resources that you can use to upgrade your character, right? This is the same, but for like how you're gonna city build. We are gonna go all the way back down here. I've only got this, and I remember we're gonna upgrade this. This will make sense later, but for now, we get more of these Citadel resources, which is what you use for these upgrades whenever you finish a settlement. So we'll do that. Yeah, Lisa seen, we flew back yesterday. No, the day before. Me with my broken wrist and Lisa seen with a cold. We checked it was COVID negative, obviously, before flying. And yeah, that was fun. Thanks, Sword. Thanks for confirming. We're also going to get this consumption control, which is a fundamental upgrade. I think these are big upgrades for like how you play the game. I've done the tutorial already, so we don't need to worry about too much of that. There is dailies that you can get into later. Honestly, again, we're going to go over this, but over the last 8 hours of me and Lee16 playing this, we've gotten super excited about this game, so I'm going to do my best to present it really well, and it's probably all I can play for the foreseeable future, so you'll see it more on the stream. Might also do a few other events and such. Right now, we're just going to get into like a proper game, which is... where is this? Royal Woodlands. Basically, you build encampments like this one. This is where you actually do the city building, but each encampment that you build is like a run of a roguelite game. I know this doesn't make too much sense right now. There's different biomes, so we're gonna just do in the basic thing, the woodlands here. And can I go here? I'm not sure why there's an arrow. We'll go here. Is this woodlands? Yeah, cool. Point and click should work for you. Oh, we can do those too. I mean, thing is, at the moment, I'm not in the mood for like a lot of story stuff. Because most of them are not point and click. They're like camera and run. Let's look at this. So, by the way, there's lore to this. I should mention. There's this horrible storm happening all the time. It's always raining. And in this rural capital, the smoldering city, there's a queen who's got, I don't know, magic eyes or something, can fight off the storm every so often. Honestly, the lore is gonna be something else. I'm not too bothered with it. But look, in the meantime, how about we head Royal Woodlands over here? Perfect. Now, this is kind of the modifiers for the run that we're gonna do, aka the encampment that we're gonna build. The length of it is we need 14 reputation, which is what you need to win. And if the queen, which is, I guess, this queen, I don't have a clue, who's in the capital, if she gets too impatient with you as a viceroy who's trying to settle an encampment, you lose. Okay, but you have things that you can do to reduce her impatience and make sure you win on time. But it means that you can't just sit around, you know, decorating and city building. You actually have to engage with the game and you know, accomplish some goals while you're playing it. There's a bit of lore here. Honestly, I'm not going to look at it, but it tells you the kind of stuff that you can find here. Hey, Thrill, how you doing? Good to see you. It's me, this guy. Also, hi. Say hello to my broken friend. I swear I'm going to get past this at some point. What's a jubery, and can you make a pie out of it? Where'd you see a jubery? I don't know. Let's have a look. This is all the resources in the area. Berries. Dewberry not found. Severity mild, so you get 2 good things and 1 bad thing. You'll see what that means, but there's 3 seasons that come back. It's drizzle, clearance, and storm. And storm is bad, drizzle is quote-unquote normal, and clearance is like, things, it's like summer, but it still rains. So exactly like Ireland, it's the perfect game for me. The biome effect that we have here is that they're very lush and rich in timber. Trees will give more wood. You'll see how it works, but basically, there's a bit of a fog of war thing going on. We're gonna start. I've never played with the harpies yet, but I'll explain. This caravan of settlers has humans, and they look like dwarves, but they're not. They're beavers. There's humans, beavers, lizards, and harpies. Don't ask me about the lore of this game yet. It doesn't quite make sense to me altogether, but they seem to start with not all the same things. Here they also get 2 newcomers, which means you probably get some 10 people in a random assortment. I'll stick with what I know for now, right? So we're picking these lads. Here we get to start with a few resources. For now it's pretty straightforward, so I think in the future we'll get more difficulty. We're just going to keep it on easy because Lisa. No, we're not. For the stream, I want to do one where it goes well, so we're keeping it on normal. It's not easy. It's normal. It's not even normal. It's settler. Okay, it goes all the way to Viceroy, which I suppose is. Yeah, see, I'd have -2 there. Yeah, okay. The difficulty affects what you can take with you. Of course, this is gonna be. Because the other one's called because I was on my controller and the buttons become letters. I don't know how to explain this. The buttons on the Steam controller are mapped to keyboard keys, which means I press a bunch. Hey Draggles, how you doing? I'm extra Irish, yes. It's because this game is, they don't know, but this game is set in Ireland. They won't tell you this in the what the hell's it called? They won't tell you this in the press kit. I forgot the word press kit for a second, but this game's actually in Ireland. They have beavers, and it rains. Are there beavers in? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Hi. How did I break my wrist? I fell off an e-bike going like 18 kilometers an hour, but it was just one. It took one little bump, and my wrist got scared. They said you're gonna stay here in the north of Germany for 3 weeks and have surgery. It's been. Hey. Anyway, this is Wiltopia 1. Now that I can spell. You little daredevil. Look, I keep saying it's the bike's fault. The bike had this thing where, like, if you cycle backwards, it breaks. It's just stupid. Just have a second break. Sorry, I'm still mad. Okay, additional effects. This again, you get a million things here you can have. Right now we got 4 smith trees, and you'll see how this works. But in the drizzle season, gatherers have 50% chance of getting extra resources. Great stuff. Again, in the drizzle season, active from the start. What is this? Villagers are happier. Resolve is something they need to get influence. Influence is what wins you the run, if you like. Yeah, and you need services for this, whatever that is. Cool. And then eventually, the bad effect is that during the storm season, which is when things go bad, people aren't happy. -4 to global resolve. It's nothing too crazy, basically. Also, maybe... Hey, Ribley. Thanks. Will I find a new wrist for $2.50? Oh, you're in Canada, that's why. I was gonna say... $2.50 for a new wrist? You mean 2.50k? Thank yeah, peace, she said. I love it. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Have a look at my whispers after stream. Thanks so much. For I don't know, maybe it's just a piece of advice that says maybe Sword just whispered me like get well soon, and I'm like, thank you. The advice is just like, hey, in the future, don't fall off bikes. And I'm like, oh yeah, shit. Let me write that down. Get a new wrist for free here in Canada. That's true. I'm trying to think. What's the Canadian hymn? I want to put wrist in there somewhere and make it work, but I don't know. I'll say it's a wristed development. Anyway, okay. In the storm season, if the forest doesn't like us, we'll have villagers will be unhappy. So some villagers will be unhappy, up to 9 of them. And if everyone's got housing, they're not. Cool. Let's actually get into the game. So let me just check I've got a handle on the controls here. All right, good. This is as far as we can zoom out. Can I right-click drag to move? No. Can I use... I want to use... WASD is too far. I want to use... Ugh, okay. Fine. I'll just use WASD. All right, we'll do it. How's that little BB wrist doing? It's slowly healing. It has been a little over 2 weeks since the surgery. We'll see how it goes. At least I can play PC games now. Let me show you a few things. Again, I know that I've said this game is great a million times now, but I need to explain why. Otherwise, you guys are just gonna be like, no. That is not. I'm not trying to say that's what you sound like. I just, you know. It makes sense. I haven't shown anything yet. I've just shown like all the meta stuff. You guys need to see the proper stuff. I'll read this later. But if you want to see what, this is a beaver. This is a human. Yo, Thrill, thanks so much for the resub. Appreciate it. The new wrist fun, huh? Yo, somebody was at TwitchCon 2022. I see the badge, huh? Okay, so anyway, we've got humans. Humans wear boats for some reason. And then the beavers are beavers. We'll get into this. For now, here is how this game is a roguelite. You get a lot of random stuff, and eventually we're going to break down these trees and make it to these like fog of war areas. These areas here have new resources that obviously will help you, and sometimes... Well, oh, Joe Sword, thanks so much for the resub too. I appreciate it. Again, I should mention the wrist surgery was basically free, so, you know, please don't spend your money. It's cool, but also thank you. Appreciate it. Hype train for the wrist? Yeah, where's my hype train thing? Where's my hype train whistle? It's gone. Okay, anyway. Hey, really appreciate all the support, guys. I you know, just enjoy yourself. Just hang out. What are you doing? Anyway. Around here, what do we have, by the way? We have flax fields and eggs. You know, we all know you need 2 hands for that whistle anyway. It's not true. Today I was able to play the tin whistle. I was able to play the Titanic theme on my flute. I'm very hyped. I can actually do music. I can't touch my guitar though, because it makes me sad. It's stuck in E minor. Showing these nuts. One-handed flute. No, I can actually do a couple things. Anyway, it's nice. You start off with a bunch of like paths and stuff, so I'll show you. This is where it's basically a classic city builder, but even just laying a path is nice because it'll do like a little thing just for you, see? 1.5-handed fluting, yeah, basically. And we're gonna build a bunch of stuff. But to start off, we need housing for these folks. Shelter here needs 10 wood. That's actually, we're gonna do that later. We can also pick some buildings. Right now, you start off the game, you pick 1 of 3 buildings, and then you can access it, but you can't access the others. So, I don't know that we need a farm yet. I know that it said there'd be berries and stuff here, so maybe a herbalist camp is a good shout. And then trappers going out to the wild to collect meat, insects, and eggs. We can get eggs from normally this harvester's camp. No? The scavenger's camp then? Yeah, okay. So we probably won't do that. Man, I feel like stupid showing the game now. It's like, oh, I've not streamed for a while, so now I'm like, oh, how do I explain this in a way that's you know, entertaining for you guys? But I'm telling you, this game's so good. Herbalist camp, we're picking that. That makes the most sense. And then Between a carpenter, a weaver, and a lumber mill, I like the lumber mill. Although here we can make tools which are good for like exploration and stuff. This will make sense. You guys just watch. I'll play and you'll figure it out. You'll pick it up because it makes sense and it's easily presented. Yeah, the rest here isn't that useful immediately, whereas the carpenter stuff is. Anyway, we probably can't even build any of these yet. Biscuits, pie, pottery. I kind of want a bakery, I think. Yeah, we're doing a bakery. Great stuff. All right. First thing we're going to do is build a woodcutter's camp. And you'll see that, you know, it has a certain area where you can use it. Where do we want to go? This area here, this stuff is dangerous, right? These dangerous glades, they have a lot of rewards. But also this is the kind of stuff that can kill off villagers. So we're not going to go off there right now. Oh yeah, it's R to rotate. You know what I should do is I should... Yeah. Look at this. This is going to be great. I've got buttons on my mouse. Rotate. Building. Rotate building. Building rotation. Make it this. Is it this? No, okay, make it this? Yeah, sure, okay. So that should be super easy. Yeah, I've got a French keyboard, and also the computer probably has a bit of French language, so you'll see gauche droite and stuff like that in the... Yeah, look at that, I'm doing it all with my mouse. I was always already like a big fan of things that are accessible for people, but now I'm like my damn salt shaker is inaccessible because you need 2 hands to twist it and I can't. Anyway. And we'll want a little path to that, and look, for now we're just gonna... This is awful. Path me. There you go. We're doing a path because your villagers travel faster over paths. Anyway, we're gonna make it go 2 times speed now. They're gonna build a path. Maybe build a lumber mill first. Yeah, there we go. We can up the priority on this. Would I have to get an annoying electric what? Oh yeah, the salt shaker. Yeah. You impressed? I did that with my left hand. I pressed space. Anyway, this woodcutter's camp is gonna be helpful. They're gonna be able to cut some paths to some trees here. But what I like the best about this game is that different species of villagers have different strengths. So the humans, they like farming and they enjoy brewing. There's the fact that they don't. It's not that they like farming; it's they're good at it. So you'll get more resources if you have a farm. If you put human workers in there, you'll get more resources out of there. But if you have a brewery and you put humans workers in there, the humans will be happier, which increases this blue bar, which I now realize I've not talked about this at all. But basically, there's a red bar here for the Queen's Patience. When that's full, you lose the run. You die, basically. And when the blue bar here is full up, that's how you win the actual run. So we're going to try and do one of these just today. Right, so because the beavers are good at, you know, cutting wood, makes sense. I'm going to put 2 of them to work in here and then set them to, like, you know, clear some trees. Sorry for the weird coughing. So what that means is that now there's 2 beavers that are going to be working there. There's a few signs here. So free workers, where there's a little hammer here, they're not assigned to a building. That means that they're going to be building stuff when you ask them to. But otherwise, if there's nothing to build, they're just going to be sitting around the campfire here. This fire, this hearth here, it's quite good. It's like if this runs out of fuel, which you have, which could be wood, for example, you will just lose as well. So that's something else to keep track of. But in the last game, in the last settlement, I didn't really have to, so I'm not too worried. It gives you a little bit of something, you know. Slower fuel consumption from having a beaver firekeeper. I guess each of these firekeepers gives you something else. I don't know what a human one would do. We can see, actually. Okay, it doesn't say anymore, so just put the beaver back. Cool. Now, what next? We've got this. Got a little bit of pathing here. What I might do is just start building a couple of houses. Because we'll be... What did I say? It's this? Yeah. There. A couple of houses. They each house 3 villagers. And you can see up here, there's 5 and 4 homeless. So we need maybe one more bit of housing. Can I put it back here? No. We'll do something like this. And then a little path here. So they can go around faster. This is like the basic city building stuff in this game. Oh, right. Because I... Let me think. Yeah, because I said... Can... Again, it's in early access, so I'm just mentioning that because I can use the mouse to scroll, but because on the right side of my screen I've got a second screen, even if I just go to the edge, I think it okay, it will do it, but I need to be like right on the edge of the screen. Interesting. We just got a new thing here. These are cornerstones. So if you've ever played a roguelite before, you know, in The Binding of Isaac, you get items. In Slay the Spire, you get, what's it called? Relics? Artifacts? One or the other. These cornerstones are basically that. They lay their foundation, right? So you can either have crowded caravans, so each newcomer group has even more villagers. Because regularly, they'll give you more villagers to add to the village. If you run out of villagers totally, you lose, again, another, like, L condition. Or villages will give you the very last piece of amber for a pint of decent ale. So for 100 ale produced, you get 20 amber. Amber is just money. That's why it looks like a coin. We're not anywhere near having anything to do with brewing ale, so we just want more villagers right now. That's going to be really useful. What else do we have up here? Consumption control, recipes. Consumption control is new. We just unlocked this. So I didn't have access to this in my previous games and in the tutorial. But this says that, for example, each villager species is, like, let's say the humans, they want to drink ale. The lizards, they want to eat, I don't know, skewers and meat and that kind of thing. You can set it so that only the lizards will eat the meat and maybe the humans will leave it, even though the resources are normally shared. But yeah, there's some penalties with doing that, so we'll just ignore this for now and come back to it later. Right. What else? Have I missed anything? There's trade routes and stuff, there's traders. The game is very deep, but for now it's going to be pretty straightforward. We've got our settlements, so nobody's got, you know, nobody's going to be homeless. And now we're getting orders from the queen. So this is where also... This is part of how you win the game. Every time you do an order, you get 1 point of reputation. At every one of these little blue ticks here, you get a new blueprint, which means you can build a new type of building. Like at the start, we got 3 for free. So now we've got a bakery and a carpenter and stuff like that. Ooh, a mine. We'll unlock like a new choice of 3 every time we get one of these full points of reputation. And when you get 14, we win. Doing these orders will get you reputation points. So, let's see. Here we got an order. Either Lost in the Woods, cut through the forest to discover 2 glades. We're already doing that, right? At the bottom of the map with the tree cutters. Or get a pack of crops. We're not close to this at all. But if, you know, we get faster planting, more crops, and some money for that. But instead we're going to get tools, more clay production, and more stone production. Because we're already doing this. So this is basically a free point we're getting. Next, here, if you get 35 wood... I should mention, the orders get easier. You unlock them over time, right? Any run will take about like an hour if you know what you're doing. So the first 10 minutes, you've got access to these. In 10 minutes, we've got access to a couple more orders. And they get more and more complex, right? So it's kind of like an incentive to keep building up your city, your settlement. And at the same time, it makes you engage with the systems. And, you know, if you want to make bread, you need a farm that's doing wheat so that you make it flour, and then flour you put it in the bakery and get someone to work there. And, you know, it just makes you go through all of these. Anyway, here... Yo, Cam, thanks for resub. This is an Einhander stream. My zweite Hand is over here sealed in ice. Alright, in like In a few weeks when I'm going to take this off, it's going to drop on the ground like Rock Lee about to fight Gara, and it's going to go like, you know, there's going to be a hole in my floor. It's going to go. But finally, I can release the seal on my cursed hand. If you go at a street corner in Germany and you say, give us ein Hand, Ripley, they usually, I'm trying to make a joke and I'm just like, you know what, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just gonna stop it. We're just gonna stop the joke. Joke's over. What's Einhander? Are you guys making a reference to something I just don't know? I should have realized that was a possibility before making a... They ask how they can help? No, yeah. They ask if they want like handy, which is a mobile phone in German. Is an older Square published side scroller. Okay, well this is something else right now. Neat little shoot 'em up. Okay, I'll just take your word for it. No, I can't even picture it. Where your ship has one hand. Huh? Now I'm just seeing like Gladius, but like there's a spaceship and drawn out the side there's like a stickman hand that's just doing a finger to people. And anyway, well, we're back to the game. If 8 villagers are sheltered and wood, you get more villagers, mushrooms, and planks, or 2 villagers, and these parts are just for building buildings. We've almost got this. We've probably got this right now, actually, so I'm going to pick it. Okay, we've got 15 wood, but 9 of them are actually sheltered, so that's great. And then the last order is find 3 glades. Great stuff. Glades have some events where you assign workers and they'll do stuff, and they'll unlock more things, so those are pretty good. Planks and bricks are great for making buildings. Or if you have 2 woodcutters camps in this, you get new villagers, parts, and resin. We're gonna get villagers from every other thing, and we've got enough parts, so I'm gonna go with this. I think it'll be really good. Cool. What was I going on about? We can just let the game play a little bit now, but let's see. We've got these eggs here, and these are trying times. So I will do a little. Who gathers the eggs? You. So what we'll do is I'll just put like an egg gathering thing here. Okay, here then. Okay, here. You fucking... All right. And then once that's built, they'll gather eggs. Guess what? And then we just press space and we let it fly. What was I going to talk about? There was something up here I was thinking about. I totally forgot. These perks here, by the way, you can see them all on the left. They stack. Like, you get lots of bonuses to everything as you go along and play the game. Cool. Let's pause the game again. What was I going to say? No, we're not clicking this. We're clicking this. The scavengers camp will need somebody to work there, of course, so we'll just put humans. There's no, like, specific requirement. You don't get any bonuses from... picking a specific species, so it doesn't matter too much. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say is that if they're not sheltered, if people aren't like, if they don't have like a shelter attributed to them, in the last season, you can see around here the blue circle that's filling up. That's every season. There's 3. In the storm season, they could die. I'm pretty sure they could die. There's also this question of the hostility of the forest that makes people more unhappy. You can see the type. This again. I'm sorry. I'm going over everything because there's so much to this game. And it's well and easily presented, but trying to explain it all in one go is tough. I will say one thing though. The tutorial was really, really easy to follow, really straightforward, and really walks you through everything. I think they've done great work on like a lot of these aspects of things that are typically complicated in city builders, but in fact instead they've yeah, they've just done a good job of letting people play this game. Oh, also, I love that the art style reminds me of Warcraft 3 a little bit. Do you guys get that too? Anyway, you can see up here the types of things they want. Beavers want clothing, beaver housing. What was that show with the two beaver brothers that live on like this dam? I wish it was that now. Anyway. The humans want jerky, clothing as well, leisure. Angry beavers. It was so good. But yeah, there's some Warcraft 3 stuff in there. Right now, we just need to explore glades and stuff. But if I want to get ahead, who gets these? Okay, we get a harvester's camp for these flowers here, so I'll just do that. I'm trying to keep things on a grid so that later, if I want, I can extend this road that way. And this path can go down here into this glade. You can make the grid appear on the map, but we don't really need to do that. And now, you know what? We'll times 3 it because they need to get on with it. Here, you know what? Harvesters. Humans. Beautiful. Okay, we've just got a glade cleared because, you know, they cut one of the 3 trees that was in the way. What's here? So you can either hover over this, it'll tell you can go over each of these. Hover, you can click it, it'll tell you, and you can prioritize what they're gathering as well. Like, it's just, the interface is really usable, I find. I'm kind of surprised. Anyway, here we've got mushrooms. Bleeding tooth mushrooms? Is that a real thing, or is that just... Anyway. And we got sea marrow deposit, aka oil. I'm pretty sure it's fuel anyway. And we can build a stonecutter's camp to start gathering that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them open up these trees a bit more. And then once that's done, we'll build a path there and a stonecutter. We've just changed season, which you can tell from the different looks of it. How it, you know, just cleared up a little bit, got a little yellower. This is the clearance season where typically you harvest. If you've got farms, you can gather a bit more. And also nothing bad really happens, which is nice. But that means at the end of this season, we'll have the storm. But every year you get new villagers and a new cornerstone. So you just kind of keep going through this cycle until either you've got 14 rep or the queen's patience totally runs out. Thankfully, you'll see that once we've got enough wood, we can just fill up one of the orders, and that'll reduce her impatience by 1 whole point, and also get us a bit more here. I'm just realizing maybe we can't get these... We can't get a path through this. I don't think. Yeah, okay. I hate it. Who gets the mushrooms again? The herbalist camp, which we did pick, thankfully. Don't know what just happened there. So what we'll do is we'll do a herbalist camp there. And we'll do a stonecutter camp here. I am using wood every time to do these, so that's the only reason we've not got this order done yet. But that's fine. Wait, they had a Millennium episode on Angry Beavers that gave kids panic attacks? What? The hell? Is it really scary, or is it a Coward the Cowardly Dog and the slap case? What are you... Coward the Cowardly... I found Coward the Cowardly Dog. Is that even... No, it's Courage. Courage the Cowardly Dog. I found that a little scary, honestly. A little bit... You know... Okay, anyway, we're just going to put a herbalist here. Thing is, we're running out of people. So really, we want to do we want to get one of these orders done. Thankfully, yeah, let's go. We got a new bit. Cool. Small abandoned cache and a bunch of eggs. Actually, they can... Cool. The eggs are in range of the scavenger's camp, so I don't need to do anything. But actually, you can move most buildings for free. It's great. And as you can see, that just completed the first order, which was to, discover 2 glades. We've got tools, and a perk, 2 perks. More stone production, more clay production. That doesn't make too much sense for us yet, but if we find any stone or clay, we'll be happy. And once we've got enough wood, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna... Oh shit, the storm's coming. You can actually hear it. It's kind of crazy. I'm just waiting. One more wood. I need one more wood. By the way, every time you can see them take stuff, every building can store like up to 10 of its own goods, I think. And then it has to go over here to the main storage. Eventually, you build storage a little closer to where you need it. Now we're in the storm season. That means people are unhappier because of this looming darkness mystery here. It's pretty straightforward. You can see like their current like resolve. So it's gone from like, I don't know what, to 9. The humans aren't too happy either. If they get a certain amount of resolve up to this blue little line here, I don't know if you can see it, they'll actually start auto-generating reputation. Which is important because there's not enough orders. There's like, what, you can get 10 orders tops? Each order will get you 1 point, but you can see that it goes up to 14. So you actually need to keep your villagers happy to actually beat, you know, a run anyway. Anyway, because we did that one order, we do have access to a new choice of building. And you can see all of these, you know, all of these buildings, you can see what they need. Like, you make wine out of berries. There's a whole mechanic called blight rot, which I haven't even found yet. It hasn't been explained yet, and I'm kind of... It looks awful, so right now I'm not too bothered about it. But I think it's something else to juggle, you know. We can get a smelter, though. But the smelter will need copper ore and wood. I honestly, I don't know out of any of this. Maybe the food. Mushrooms we've got, I think. And eggs. Yeah, if we can start making skewers. Do the humans want skewers? I think they do. No, they want jerky. Honestly, we're just going to wait. You don't have to pick right away. So it's totally fine. You don't have to pick an order right away either. But look, we can do this one. We'll get new people, mushrooms, and planks. The new people that showed up, there's now 1 lizard. Which is great, because he can be our firekeeper. They're a bit better at that. It sounds stupid, right? But he'll be happy, because he likes being warm. He's a lizard. Because lizards are cold-blooded, they like working in kitchens and kilns and smiths and stuff like that. It's a legit mechanic, but I like it. I'm a sucker for all this, like, okay, the beaver clan is in a fight with the rat clan, and then the cat people. Anyway, I like that stuff. I read what's called Redwall as a kid. You guys ever read that? The universe ended in the Millennium episode of Angry Beavers. Okay, of course it did. Why did I ask? Send a beaver here, please. He's on a break. He's resting. Right. We should probably do another logger somewhere. Another woodcutter camp. Up here would probably be a good shout. That fits as well. Brilliant. And then we can do a little path going up to it. There we go. We've also got another building we can pick, but it won't let us look at it until we've done this one. So I'm just gonna ignore it for now. Oh yeah, and now we've got more people, so one of them can go look at this Glade event. This is more like, okay, in Slay the Spire, this is your question mark node, right? So we can send, let's say, a couple of beavers there. They'll need 4 tools out of the 6 that we have to either get us flour and grain, or money and a bit of reputation. This is another way, like if your people aren't happy enough to auto-generate reputation, and if you run out of orders, you can get some just from exploring and stuff. So you can specialize your settlement based on what is found in the area, in the biome, and based on, you know, your limitations and, you know, what's it called? The modifiers of the settlement. You can specialize in some things or others and then work around stuff to still, you know, achieve your victory condition. We're gonna go for grain and flour for now, though, I think, just because I feel we'll need it eventually. There's a lot more stuff we can build as well, though. I'm just a little careful about building too much too soon, because right now we don't have a lot of wood. You can see everything we've got here. We've got 20 planks. For fuel, we've got 6 wood, which is nothing, right? So for now, I'm just gonna let it play slowly, and we'll adapt as we need things. The stone cutter will get us. Is this a stone cutter? Yeah, they will get us some of these sea marrow deposits, so that should be decent, and that should get us a lot of fuel for the hearths here. This circle around the hearth, it just means that you need to, like, if you build a house, for example, if you build some crap, I just realized we're in the middle of the storm and we've got people without a shelter. Oh no! Here, this is hella high priority. How far does it go? It goes up to 5. Of course it does. Please build. Oh no, we don't have any builders either. I'm stupid. Anyway, we're out of the storm. It's fine. Everything's fine. So you can see we're near 2 now. We've got a few things refreshed here, so we're back to having these boons active, basically. We can also get a few new settlers in the camp. I think we need lizards, honestly. I know we need food and stuff, but I like diversifying the species in the camp. Because some of them will be better at different things. Although all this stuff is kind of nice, but fabric will help you make more advanced buildings too. So we're getting that. And now I'm thinking, now we've got more lizards, I think we want to make skewers and biscuits because some of them will like this. So a cookhouse is a good shout. And then smokehouse is the same thing, as far as I'm concerned. This is a harder choice. By the way, these stars, we figured it out, me and Lee16. It doesn't actually say that. There's a tooltip missing here, I think. Up here. Yeah, see? It doesn't tell you, but what it means is that this building is super good at making these scrolls. And maybe you'll have a building with, like, here it only has 1 star. So if you have another building that can make scrolls, but it only has 1 star, it might need more ingredients and it might take more time to do it. You can see how long it takes to do a scroll here. Like it might need, I don't know, 12 wood instead of 6, if you know what I mean. Anyway, none of these choices seem crazy right now, apart from maybe the smokehouse for the jerky. But the jerky, again, you can see everything. Like there's a great little encyclopedia of every building here. Of every cornerstone, which is like, again, the relics. You can unlock them as you level up your profile, which you do just by playing the game. Same thing, you unlock different traders that come in, trade things. We don't have that yet. You unlock this species after. I hope there'll be more species in the game as well, but for now we've got a few unlocked. Anyway, I genuinely don't know yet what we want, but we can get a new cornerstone too. The people feel oddly rebellious. 1 global resolve for every 2 impatient points. Or the forest recedes as heavily guarded trade caravans pour into the settlement. Hostility reduced by 15 points every time you sell goods worth 25 amber. This is kind of a passive thing that we might end up getting. And in our last game, we didn't really get too much impatience, so I think we'll just get this. But neither of these, really swing the needle anywhere for me. Woodcutter camp here. Please cut some trees here. And then I'll be also, let me think. Might as well put a lizard in here too. We want to maybe have just more beavers. But they're already everywhere that we need them to be, I think. Yeah. Okay, we'll work this out as we go along. We still have a building to choose? Oh, yeah. Flour is quite good to have, but right now it's just so dependent on what we have. Maybe we just haven't explored enough yet. We've got eggs in this trying time. We've got... We could go here and try a dangerous one early. Hey, Mikadu, how you doing? Music's nice. See, I kind of like it, but it's also like they make it What was I gonna say? I was gonna say that they went quite heavily into the here, we'll clear this out as well, why not? Actually, this one's pretty well placed to clear out a lot of these things. They went quite heavily into the minor scales, and eventually that gets me a little depressed. But you know what, we can't even make a cookhouse because we need bricks. But we can make a bakery. Which needs, we've got some flour, we've got roots. We can make that with roots, so you can choose, you know, what the biscuits are made of. And you can choose, you know, the resource that you actually have. Flour, though, we don't have too much flour. You like a baked good. Okay, I'm excited about the bakery now. Where are we putting this bakery? Somewhere here. I feel here's a good idea. Every time I gotta use the keyboard, it's like, How about somewhere here? Well, I bake you some brownies. You want to get baked with brownies? Sorry, slight misunderstanding. How about that can go here? And then, ooh, and then, ooh. Oh, okay, that's just that's selected. But you know what? The music does have this kind of mysterious forest vibe going on with it. I kind of appreciate it for that. You did go to Amsterdam a while ago? Yeah, me too. That was like 2 days ago. Even like on the way back, because Lee 16 was sick, my plan originally was to, you know, we had a 6-hour layover in Amsterdam. Oh yeah, we do need like way more housing. And I thought, okay, well, we'll go into... I've done this before on the way back from Osaka, so we'll go into town and we'll go grab like a little stroopwafel and tea or something, and it'll be nice. And instead, it was just like, we're too tired. We're sick. We're tired. This is awful. So, we'll let it play for a little bit. We've done a lot of planning. Let's put a lizard in here. I guess the more citizens you put in the actual camps and stuff, the fewer are there to, you know, build new things. But then you need citizens and camps to gather resources to build things, because otherwise, you know, you can't build things anyway. Also, bakery, you can see it has this warmth here, and guess what? The lizards, they're cold-blooded. They love that. They love that shit. Shouldn't swear. This might end up on YouTube. I can't swear. But anyway, as soon as we've got like a third glade, we'll have another order done. And in 14 seconds, we can look at new orders, and it's a chance to get something new. We still got 2 homeless people. Again, the main difference between this game's world and Ireland is that here I can just build freaking houses and people will live in them. Harvest this camp with no deposits nearby. That means this camp here that was gathering something is just kind of done. Like, it just doesn't have anything around it that it needs to do anymore. Now, I can just move it for free, so I don't have to, like, destroy it or build a new one or something. And normally, if there's something it can gather, it'll tell you. But because there isn't, I'm not going to destroy it right away, because we might get something that we can use with it here, and it'll take time to build. So instead, I'm just going to, like, remove the workers. And for now, it's just sitting there. People living in houses, this game is so unrealistic. I know. Imagine a place where it rains all the time and people can live in houses. This stream is going to be part me, like, saying how good this game is, and part me saying how bad the housing crisis in Ireland is. No, we're just, like, removing the work. They're still, like, building stuff, and they get, like, breaks. There is, like, can we see this? Oh, cool. I haven't done this before. You can see exactly where everyone's working if you click. What the hell did he just say? That's so funny. That's absurd. Pee in bottles. You can't say that on Twitch. Oh, by the way, new orders. Oh, cool. Okay, so if we go to a dangerous glade, we'll get a bunch of rewards like insects, stone, and simple tools, which are pretty good. Or if we get some farming done, we can get way better farming in general. Oh yeah, bakery's not producing anything at the moment. That's kind of fine. No, they are. They're potting. The recipe. Oh yeah, okay. So here, right. Lee 16 has been reminding me of stuff like this all day because it was trying to use herbs only. It wasn't doing anything. You can have it use like anything, or you can just say. So, let me just explain this. To make biscuits, they need 8 flour, 100% of the time, but otherwise they need either roots or herbs or berries, and it's really straightforward. The interface is really good for this. You can really easily select what you want them to use. It's not like a drop-down menu. They've made a nice little circle, animation circle here, and instead you can just, whatever's lit up is what they'll use. Right now they'll use roots. They can use any of these if we have any of these, but we've got tons of roots and nothing else, so I'll just have them use that. Here, same thing. Try an egg in this offering time, and they'll start making pie. The reason we want all this stuff is that humans want pie. If the humans are happy because they've got pie, we'll get more influence, which progresses, you know. We want to go left with the blue and not right with the red. So, to put it in simple terms, the more of these things you do, the better. Just wondering as well if we shouldn't have like a trading post set up already. It's 3x3 though. I guess it's important to have one. Blue pill or red pill? Yeah, if you want the queen to hate you and run out of patience with you and just send you home in disgrace, take the red pill. If you want to win the game, take the blue pill. I'm sure it was like that in the Matrix 2. The Matrix Reloaded. Anyway, it's kind of all just going well. We are on the most basic difficulty for now. I'm fine with that. I won't suffer any judgment, thank you. Can you kill the queen? Only at later levels. No, I honestly, I don't know. The lore's kind of cool, but I don't 100% know what they're going for. I don't know if you discover more about the queen's supposed to be this mysterious... Pardon me. Oh, yeah. Lee 16 in the chat discreetly telling me to fix this ugly path. Which, to be honest, I don't like either. Great. The coin. You making Mullinger? That's exactly what this place is. I went to Mullinger once. And we saw the statue of Joe Dolan. And because it smelled very heavily of cow excrement, now whenever we smell like the countryside, aka cow poop, we're like, oh, it smells of Joe Dolan. Who's Joe Dolan? I don't know, some singer that was famous 70 years ago or something. I honestly, I don't even know. I'm disgracing his name as we speak, but he is now our moniker for smells of... He is now what we say when it smells of cow shite. Also, this hearth is a little turtle, I think. You can build a temple later that the lizards like. But yeah. Let's just go... keep going. There's nothing immediate I feel like I need to do. The trading post would be nice. Let's do a trading post. We are getting things working. We could have another beaver work here, to be fair. We've got 2 there. Now, again, the more people you have cutting trees, the more the forest will be upset at you. And that just reduces the amount of resolve here, which again is just like how happy your villagers are. Feces. It's pronounced feces. Sorry, that's my... I like The Simpsons, okay? What did he just say? The lizard just went like, cool. Anyway, we're headed... If only I could use my left hand for moving the map. You love that I discovered an overview of where the people work? What did he say? Oh, man. We could send a few more beavers around. The game really thought of everything. That's the thing, right? It's... Again, if you haven't played a lot of city builders, it's maybe not that obvious, but I feel like this game is answering Like and you can even move one directly there, right? That's what's cool as well. You can just do this. You can just place workers really easily. So it feels like I'm playing a really well thought out version of something that could have been a board game, and instead they made it into a badass roguelite city builder. I have so much good things to say about this game. I hope I'm conveying it. I hope I'm conveying the appeal of this properly. Because it's taken over my recovery life for the last couple of days, basically since we've been back. I was looking forward to playing this, and I'm now like well into it. It's great. Eventually we're gonna want to go to this dangerous glade here. I can't see another one close by. Oh, or that one. Yeah, that one's gonna be even easier to get to. Because these woodcutters, they will just like cut wood in this area randomly, if you don't mark stuff. But in fact, I will mark these trees here, and I'll say cut only marked trees here, because I'm not too bothered about this right now. I guess you can hold Alt to. Can I hold Alt? No, I can't. So I'm just gonna do this. I was gonna say you can hold Alt. If you've got 2 working hands, you can hold Alt to make a thinner kind of circle, so you don't have to cut so many trees. You can just cut one at a time. If you move the woodcutter to a better place, you can complete your path and houses. What? This one? I'll do that later. It doesn't matter, right? It's probably time to think of a new building, but honestly, we've still not discovered... Oh, we've discovered up here eggs and a cache. Okay, we can send a couple of people to get a cache. Flour is good. We don't have another way to make it, so I'll go get that. And I'll just send one villager to do it. We'll keep the goods. I could get some money and grace. Again, the money you can spend when there's a trader. Ooh! And what's this here? Actually, it'll tell you. There's some dewberry bushes for the dewberries. Where's Thrill? Thrill, you gotta see this. There's dewberries. They got dewberries. Anyway. Not particularly exciting glades, if I'm honest. But Herbalist Camp. Forages Carol. Pro backseat gaming, get moving, Will. She backseats me all the time, but it's okay. She backseats and I mansplain. We've got our great relationship dynamic. But to be fair, also it's really silly. Like, Me16's got no voice at the moment because of her sore throat. And I've only got one hand, but I'm still the one playing with the controller, and she's still the one telling me what to do, even though she can't, like, talk. We've got it all figured out. Anyway. Oh, we don't have the tools for this. Do we have... We just don't have enough tools for that. Well, then we need a building that can make tools. Which means we need a scribe. It's stupid, but it's just how it is. Because I don't think we had anything else that can make any tools. These rain collectors, I don't quite understand what they're for. We didn't make a carpenter yet. But the carpenter can make tools. I should have gotten something else. Okay, that's fair. I'm just stupid. It's time to think about building more storage as well. But look, for now... Carpenter here? No. Carpenter will be here once I've got... Oh! Great. We can just do it like that. Look, the lizards, they're happy! What does that mean? That means that they'll give me more resolve for a bit. Eventually, like, they get used to being happy and then they just ask for more. And yes, you're right, they collect rain and they make like this... From what I understand, they make explosive rain bottles. Yeah, of course you're idle. You don't have tools. I'll just unassign them for now. We need to bring something else there. Also, we've completed another order, of course, so we get a scout's pack, bricks, planks, all the good stuff. We never ended up picking this, but I want, yeah, we wanted this, I think. we're going to go to a dangerous glade. And here we can either make a pack of trade goods and get amber, and we'll get amber for every trade good. Traders come quicker and parts, or sacrifice coal at the hearth, sacrifice wood at the hearth. You get more coal production. Fuel burns longer in hearths, and fuel recipes are faster. That's interesting. I don't really understand fully how the sacrificing and fueling works. Right now, everything just kind of seems to work, and I've not had to worry about this too much. By the way, we can upgrade the hub just by building a few decorations. So we'll do this quickly while I think about the rest. You know what? I will do what Lee16 was saying earlier, which was... she just went on the sofa, she just went, yes! Which is move this here. Delete this. And then we can do a little path here. Oh, she's gonna love this. Eventually we'll build a house there. Oh, no, you know what? Instead of a house, we need to build some decoration in the area. Is there any way harmless we can build some decoration? And by harmless, I mean not really in the way. No, it's gonna be in the way anyway. I'll just do it here. Bam. I keep it really easy. Actually, maybe the lizards like a lizard post. Oh, but it costs so much. Whereas these just cost wood. You know what? Do a little fence. No! Delete. Delete. I'm glad this game's on a grid and that you don't have to make things pretty. That's really good for me. Anyway, we've got like 3 points up here now. We're well happy with how things are going. We just need another 11 to win. Queen's Impatience, only 126. We're fine. And we can get a lizard house or ale. But ale needs stuff we don't necessarily have. And it's a bit hard to make. I think we want a lizard house. So the lizards are happy. Oh, or we could make flour, but again, we don't have the stuff that's... Oh, you can make flour out of mushrooms. What do you think, Lee16? Is that a good idea? Oh no, she answered and she's coughing now. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll get a provisioner. Oh, yeah, just type. Oh no, I'm sorry. We'll get a provisioner. Right. It's going how we want it to. I'm just thinking, what time is it? I might take a quick break in a bit. But yeah, right now we've got a... Look, we need a few more things that I just haven't done yet. The workstation will make planks, fabrics, and bricks. And in fact, we don't have anything that can make bricks right now. So that's why we're a little stuck as well. And buildings need bricks. Yeah, you're it's the curse of backseat gaming, you can't talk. Yeah, we won't have anything else that'll make bricks, I think. And the bakery, house? No, okay, so we will need a crude workstation, which I'll put up here next to our main storage, because that way they just have to go from here to here. And what did I just get? A provisioner. And we can put that wherever, really. So I'm going to put it maybe further down here. They can't reach this. Okay. Actually, I'll move them right now up to here. So they can keep destroying these trees here. But, oh, you can't get us in there? You kidding me? Okay, I'll work on that in a sec. What are our main needs right now? The storm's coming in 13 seconds. We need to go to a dangerous glade, and we need to... I'm not sure about the I'm really not sure about the fuel stuff. I don't know what to make of it, but we've got tons of fuel. It's just wood and the sea marrow stuff is the problem. Is the sea marrow involved at all there? No, they want coal, which you make out of wood, but we don't have a thing that makes coal, so it doesn't make sense. Okay. Get a loudspeaker for Lee 16? Or you mean just for her personally? Let's go for this. Make trade goods. Sure. And then you know what? We'll also actually make a trading post. I think they're a good idea. They don't need to be anywhere specific as far as I know. Trying to think of a good place for this one. We don't actually have a good amount of space, so I will need more. Let's see. What the hell did you say? Look, I'm gonna remove a beaver from here and put it in here so we can speed up a bit of wood cutting. And we do need to just like let things go a little bit. Storm time, he said in the most annoying voice he could muster. We're just building a few things here. That's good. That'll upgrade the hearth as well. Be better in general. Hey Scappy, how you doing? Good to see ya. Good to read your name. We're playing against the storm tonight, which I should reiterate is fantastic. Trust me, bro. Now this hearth has just grown some gold things because we did this. Just more global resolve, and also we resist corruption, which I don't even know what corruption is yet. So that's kept me happy. Active in the storm is this, but right now we don't have enough. This is the hostility of the forest, right? Forest hostility. So this is not active yet because it's only active when there's hostility 1. So right now we don't have to worry about it too much. Plus, to prevent it, you just need to fulfill the housing need, which we have. So honestly, we're grand. Against the Storm sounds like a hardcore punk band. I like that. No, instead it's just Ireland Simulator, except in this one you can, fix the housing crisis. Where do we need a herbalist camp then? Anywhere? Oh, up there. It just tells you. That's, again, this is something that's like, no, I don't know another city builder that just says, oh, just put it up here where you need stuff. I don't know, or at least they don't usually make it so obvious, I feel. I'm trying to think, how are we going to make this work? I'm going to have to, like, cut some trees here as well. Oh, and then actually move the camp, please. You can move it for free, which is great, and then we'll just put it, I don't know, up here for now. It doesn't need to make too much sense just yet. Awful. I hate it. Better give Will a mohawk. I need to get my hair a little bit cut. Also, we still don't have enough tools for this. I'm getting definitely a little bit perturbed. Let me think. We've built the thing that makes tools, haven't we? Yeah. No. He's lost. The bakery's making what it can. Great. Did I never build that? No, I did, but then I just didn't put anyone in there. So again, carpenter, the specialization bonus is wood. Of course the beavers are good at that, except we don't have any beavers right now, so I will wait a little bit. Also, we don't have half of what we need to make tools. And we don't have luxury. Just don't make luxury goods. That's a waste. Anyone noticing a trend between terrible property markets and the popularity of cozy life sims? Sims 5 available soon. Anyway, yeah. Wow, how'd that get through? Wait. Thanks, Ken. Kem's on the ball. Thank you, Kem. This storm feels awful, by the way. But it's just over. Okay. We need more beavers. Just because they're the most immediately useful stuff. Why don't we just get more here? And roots, or... Okay, fabric and stone just is worth more than one person. Let's give it a go. Also, what the hell is Mount... I'm not going to read it out, actually. They don't need free publicity, but that just does not read right. Did we? We didn't get the lizard housing, did we? No, we didn't. That's fine. But we do need more regular old shelters. So... Because we've got, how many homeless right now? 5. So we need exactly 2 shelters, which is fine. We just put them near there. And then we'll also make a few, you know, paths going out so that I remember later to just use them. Here, same thing. This is just... I know they put a lot of hard work into building these paths just now, but actually I'm destroying them to make them look prettier. That's just how we do it. Yo, I also got a DM. That's awful. From the bot. Right. Oh, also we get a new cornerstone. Shady but lucrative deal. Gain 10 amber every time a villager dies or leaves. That's free money. Or better meat production. But we don't have any meat. So you know what? Just give me money when they die. If they die. Give me money. Hey, MVP, I'm back from the dead. I went to hell, and all I have to show for it is this crappy arm brace. We're playing against the storm tonight. It's a great time. Me and Lee16 spent 8 hours playing this since we've been back, and we've been back 2 days. And yesterday we had to do shopping. We cancel our tennis match tomorrow? No, my tennis arm's still working. At the workstation, I think we want a human. What the hell did she say? The carpenter, we want 2 beavers. And for the rest, we'll work it out. I should just be more on this side. But yeah, okay, it's going all right. They have to go a little far every time, so I'm just going to quickly build a bit of storage here, and we can even... I think we can move it later. But yeah, we'll build a little storage here. Just do it like this. So, again, everything we're doing here will get us XP for like the meta progression of this game, and in these dangerous glades, you can find also like this one that we were trying to get to. You can also find items that'll give you more meta progression as well. The game is really well done to make you want to play it, but it's all like it's already just fun on its own. But also the way that the progression is handled and how every system feeds into itself and into each other is yeah, really fun. Did I ever? Yeah, we did build a carpenter, but we just don't have anything to build tools, which is why what I've really messed up on is I've still not built that damn trading post. That's on me. And it can go over here. This placement is gonna bite me in the butt, I know already, but it's fine. Can I build a slightly better road? How much stone do we have? Yeah, with that much stone, I think I'm gonna just upgrade this path here. Cool. We've got a trader just arrived. There's a few things. You can attack him. I don't know what this does. Okay, I'm scared of what this does. I don't know what this does. We're not doing that. But you can also sell stuff. Now, they'll always cost a bit more from the trader. And different traders sell you different things. I'm gonna take a break in a second. You can also get like perks from them with enough money. The money is just these amber coins, right? A widely accepted currency in the kingdom. kingdom. Crystallized tree blood. ... Fitting. It's great. Game's great. The lore, like, I wish I knew a bit more, but it's got its style going on. Just more reputation for 20 is not worth it. Crystal growth we don't even have. Villagers move faster on roads is pretty good. Trying to think if there's anything that he has that we immediately need. And yeah, copper bars. Also maybe bricks. But we have 8 bricks. How much for... Oh, it's so expensive. Okay, let's say 10 copper bars. And what do you want for it? Will you take stone? No, actually, we want the stone. Will you take sea marrow? You will. And trees? Dead trees? Can I interest you in a dead old tree? Oh, 94. Alright. Look, honestly, I think this might be worth it for our immediate needs. Eventually, there's trade routes. I don't even know what this is yet. I just haven't unlocked it. And I love that there's more content that I just don't know about yet. So we're on our way here. Like, you can see we're actually gaining reputation per minute just from like these lizards being happy. If we could make the humans a little bit happier as well, that could do well, but we need... I don't think we can make any of this stuff apart from maybe the biscuits in the bakery. Didn't we have a bakery? You're the bakery. And we need flour. How do we make flour? We make flour from... You? 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 That's stored. No! Do you have flour? You don't. Yeah, we just haven't built the thing, right? It's provisioner. I was looking for a place to build this provisioner, which I'll do around here, I guess. It won't fit in this direction. Yeah. Okay. Wait, let me see real quick. Yeah, it'll fit like this. Perfect. And you know what? I'll bump this up a little bit in priority. Here, priority 1. It sounds high, but actually it's the lowest. Okay. Do we where are we in the tool situation? It's just totally forgotten about. Can you can make tools now though. Please make exactly 4? No, just make 2. Just make 2. No, it's fine. Wait. Pause. This is getting out of hand. Just make 2. Thank you. And I don't know where those bricks went. We had them a second ago. But I'm not sure. They are just happy because they're working in a warm environment as well, which is quite just easy to have done. The problem is they're both idling because they just don't have the resources they need to do anything else. And we've already set that correctly. So for now, we can probably just leave them there. And we need to wait for a few more glades, I think, to be discovered. This provisioner here, put a human there too. Stonecutter's camp needs to move, but it doesn't really have anywhere good to move to yet. Maybe we just haven't explored fast enough. So what I'll do is, for now, we'll just remove the workers from there. Let it be for a bit. So the provisioner, we'll put another, I don't know, it doesn't matter, a lizard in there. And what we specifically want, trade goods, amber, dangerous glades. We want, do you make trade goods? No, it's provision. We want flour, like number 1. That's our main priority, is making flour here. Barrels we can't even make, so forget about it. Provisions. Maybe eventually, they're just good to sell, I think. They're used for fulfilling orders or trading. We could make some, but we will need food for them in general. Just by the way, again, another little note on the interface. Just having a little green arrow or a red arrow going up or down, just to indicate how you're doing. It's just nice and easy visually. Like, I always know what's going on in this game most of the time. And without like a need for like an Excel spreadsheet of an interface. So it's been really good. Well, yeah, we want flour, number 1. We might as well use the grain for it. And then later mushrooms. Cool. But yeah, we've got a few issues. But because they'll get flour, they'll be able to work again. The trees, I should probably look at. Where are they? They're cutting through the glade here. What are they doing? They're slowly making their way down here. So you know what? Move this a second. Blow. I know it's awful. Let's go here so you can reach all the trees. And you will just move back here. Cool. And then right now they'll be able to cut through this glade. And we can see what's going on over there after the break. I'm going to go on a quick break. Get some more tea. And then come back and play some more. Because, yeah. Against the Storm is a really fun game. And also, I can actually play it with one hand. Isn't that great? I can single-handedly play it.